Brace yourself for the bugling monsters of New Mexico, the land of the continent's giant elk. This week, we're headed for close encounters with these legendary bulls as a storm of bugles approaches. We uncover record-book bulls, but will we get close enough or will swirling winds blow our chances?
You ready, Steve?
I am.
Between stalks, we'll head to Colorado to reveal perhaps the world's greatest wing shooting.
Coming to you, Chris. Nice shot.
There are moments when time stands still. When the journey leads to a chance of a lifetime. When a single shot can echo for generations. Welcome to a place just for you. So buckle up tight, because you're entering the realm of the Ram Outdoorsman.
Oh my God, look at this. That whole flat is just full of them out there.
The first morning of the hunt was as good as it gets for rutting elk.
We got on a bluff and we could look down over this fabulous valley and pasture full of elk.
There's a big bull over here. Where? It's probably east 350 or 37. He's tamed. The thing I love about elk hunting is just the theater, the magic of this experience. You look at him and you just go, this is truly God's finest work right here in the mountains. Yeah, that's a pretty bull right there. He's not that far out either, actually. He's at least 350. That's a stud bull right there. Let's just get down in there, get down this valley, get up on that ridge. We can see him closer. Yeah, then we'll be within shooting range. Yeah, he'll be easier to kill. Well, let's go shoot him.
We hoofed it to get in front of him. We could hear him.
Holy crap. He sounds like a brute. That gun big enough. Oh, we gotta keep moving.
Ends up he wasn't alone. He had a cow and there were a couple of cows hiding, so he took off after his cows.
He busted. God dang it.
We never saw him again. So it's been a bit surprising that in what appears to be open country, this great animal can just disappear.
If we had moved 5 minutes faster, we'd have been sitting on top of him in that opening. It would have been a done deal. We were so close.
There is something about seeing a bull crowned with something close to 400 inches of antler that just sets your heart into doing that trip hammer jig. Kind of like Cindy Crawford showing up as your massage therapist. You know, South Dakota has pheasants, Montana has great trout fishing, but when it comes to big elk, you think about New Mexico and you think about Arizona. This is really the dream epicenter of the giant bull elk. Good to be back in New Mexico, especially during elk season. Love it out here. You know, one thing about driving to New Mexico and Arizona, and quite frankly, my home state of Colorado with a Ram, spectacular fuel efficiency, the most fuel efficient in the entire class, super powerful, V8 Hemi with 395 horsepower. I mean, it goes over these mountains like a breeze. Absolutely spectacular. Just look at this country. You could just focus on the road, focus on the scenery, and never worry about the vehicle. It just takes you right over the top. DeYoung is a lifelong sportsman who wears well. He's a serious and skilled hunter and an expert marksman. The kind of guy I'd trust to walk up to, say, a 15,000-pound elephant.
As he's coming, take him. Come up, come up. Good shot, good shot, good shot. Get up there. Perfect shot.
He's hunted across the globe for many of the world's deadliest beasts. Elephant, lion, leopard, buffalo, hippo. Still, an epic bull elk had eluded him.
And the biggest elk I've taken is about a 300 bull. Obviously, the hope here is, you know, a bigger bull. And the odds of that are good, right?
I'm pretty confident we're going to kill a bull at least 340 to 350, if not better.
Wow, that's great.
Tom Reynolds is a man who has blended his vocation with his avocation, and his irrepressible passion for hunting elk has made him simply one of the best outfitters of the West.
They're in the peak of the rut right now. They're screaming hard, and you're not going to find a better time of the year to hunt. So
Gee, I hate to hear that, Mark.
Yeah, that's very disappointing. Vocal elk in the peak of the rut.
Your timing is perfect under you.
with a rifle.
It sounds terrific.
There is elk hunting, then there is elk hunting in New Mexico. The state has raised the game when it comes to trophy expectations. And when it comes to hunting elk during the spectacle of the bugle, the real trophy is simply in the hunt anyway.
I just heard one right there.
There's another one I've heard over here too. So
Yeah, they're all spread out through there.
yeah,
There he is. There he is. There he is. You see him?
That's a big bull, right?
He's a shooter. Look, get moving.
Stunning bull, man. One of the things that has been surprising to me is the amount of terrain that we've had to cover and the amount of terrain that this game can cover. He was right here. I don't know. Frankly, those bulls disappeared.
Feel like you're on a treadmill or something here? We just can't get up to them, can we?
Can't catch him. I thought we had him. I thought we had him several times, but when they go, they go. You can't keep up.
Yeah,
I mean, no way you're gonna catch them.
Their walking pace is about twice what our walking pace is.
We'll hopefully see him again.
That was a giant, buddy.
That was a nice bull.
What a monster.
The abundance and quality of elk in New Mexico today is especially remarkable when you consider that just about a century ago, the elk had nearly been eliminated from the landscape, thanks to rampant market gunning. Hunter-led conservation efforts and reintroductions, however, set the stage for the greatest comeback since the '69 Mets.
The unit that we're hunting with Mark 20 years ago did not have an elk in it, and now our ranch itself has a herd that varies anywhere from 1,700 to 2,500 animals depending on the time of the year.
In the course of walking around and in our hunt, we bumped into a bull one evening as we walked along.
Oh, he's a pretty bull, Mark. He's a little young though, isn't he? Yeah, just a satellite bull. Damn, look at that though. God, talk about awesome critters, look at that. Anywhere else that people would be pulling the trigger, you bet.
And when you see things like a beautiful bull elk silhouetted against a New Mexico sunset, and you just take that all in, you can just sit there and absorb that just for the beauty of the way that animal was brought together, the way the whole thing works, the whole system. And that's what I think is magic about this whole experience. It's just there's something big at play here, and you're a small part of that.
Look at that bull. Beautiful. 2 more years. 2 more years, buddy. I'll be back.
We had all kinds of choices.
I mean, it's absolutely incredible.
Nice shot. That felt good.
Ram Outdoorsman is brought to you by Ram Trucks. Guts, glory, Ram. Federal Premium Ammunition. Every shot counts. Blackhawk. Honor as a way of life. Weaver. Tough shots, rough places. And by Sporting Classics, America's finest hunting and fishing magazine.
Hey, be ready.
You ready, Steve?
I am.
I'm Birdie.
Get ready. Back. Coming to you, Chris. Nice shot. Way to go.
Nice high bird, huh? Birdie point. Look at that.
Get in there, Whiskey. Oh, God. Nice shot.
Ready.
That felt good.
There's some scooting quail.
Spectacular landscape here at Kessler Canyon. It's incredible.
I mean, is this not the most spectacular late season hunt you could do anywhere? I mean, look at this
Absolutely.
country. The dogs are doing great. The birds are fantastic. Scenery is epic.
Take a Grand Canyon-like setting, add tremendous elk and deer hunting, mix it with plenty of birds and terrific gun dogs, and oh yes, insert perhaps the most stunning lodge in the world, and you have Colorado's Kessler Canyon.
Just the diversity of the birds, the quality of the pheasants, the quality of the chukar. So it really is fun to come here and see all that they've done over the last few years. And it really is the amazing culmination of a unique and really special vision.
As hunting lodges go, Kessler Canyon ranks in a league of its own. Between the setting, the lodge's wildlife art gallery, the ambiance, and the loosening of the belt gourmet dining, it set the bar in a world where someone is forever redefining amazing.
Look at this. Look at the view. Unbelievable.
So I've hunted both the peak of the fall, I've hunted the early season here. This is the first time that I've been out here with snow on the ground to hunt, you know, the late season. You wouldn't think that the hunting would be very good, but it is just wonderful.
Point right here.
Pretty point. Look at that. Beautiful back. Got the lab waiting, just sitting.
Get in there.
Nice.
Thank you.
Center punch.
Center punch.
Thing about the sage is you can't ever knock it down. It's always good cover. We got a point right up here, Steve.
I'm here. I'm ready.
Nice.
Thank you.
You got to be quick around these dogs.
Another point over here.
Got a point? Get ready. Oh, Steve! Nice. I like that retrieve. They have a division of labor with these dogs, you know. You got to be a lab to pick up. I'm sorry, I'm a union lab. You know, I marvel at people that can control dogs, multiple dogs, different breeds. Look at that point. Look at the style of that point. Beautiful, just beautiful. And I think coming out here and seeing that 1-2 punch of pointers followed by labs, getting in there, busting those birds out. I mean, that was really a lot of fun to watch.
Better load up. There'll be another one coming out of there.
I don't know if it's the gun or the guys, but you guys are shooting the lights out of these.
Everybody's got a little Italian in them when they're shooting a Zoli.
Exactly.
As Greg Woods once wrote, there are covers I don't like to hunt except with certain people. For me, that means people like old friends Steve Lamboy and Bob Edwards. Kindred souls who are more comfortable with bird dogs and good guns than they are with most people.
Steve! Oh.
And speaking of good guns, Steve shared his new Italian over-unders made by Zoli, one of the old world's premier makers.
You know, Steve, what I love about these guns is the fact that they shoot where you point them and they just fit perfectly. And they close like a vault. I mean, it's really just a beautiful gun.
Well, you know, Chris, it's really not by accident. Zoli has refined this Boss action over the last 40 years, and they're not newcomers to the gun-making business.
We got a point ahead of us. Coming to you, Chris. Nice shot.
It is one gun that you can truly say it takes the high performance quality and designs of a serious competition gun, an Olympic quality gun, and adapts it to modern wing shooting.
And just listen to this. Oh, vault tight. Ah, sweet. Good piece. We got a point right here.
Back, back.
Take it, Chris. Great shot. He was out there.
Towering bird. They really are nice shooting guns, I'll tell you. Well done. Oh, these little Federal loads. I mean, what a field load these things are.
Fantastic.
Back.
Rooster! Oh, Rooster, that's where he was.
Nice.
Oh, whoa, buddy. Mother Mary, that was a shot. I think I know somebody who's liking those Federal loads, too.
Oh, yeah. Isn't that a good one?
That was the shot of the year, bud. Wow.
Love it.
That was one hell of a shot.
Nice shot.
We'll have pheasant for dinner.
There you go.
Made the hunt actually very exciting.
Ram Outdoorsman is brought to you by Blackhawk, honor as a way of life. Weaver, tough shots, rough places. Champion, shoot better, have fun. Mossy Oak, it's not a passion, it's an obsession.
Safety's off. Be ready. Back.
There you go.
Bird.
Bird up. Steve. Nice.
It was a little too close. If I'd had my tennis racket, I could have.
There you go.
I let it get out a little ways before feeding it lead.
Kessler Canyon, what a place. I mean, how do you find this kind of environment anywhere else?
We got a double point. We got the Doublemint twins over here.
That was the first four-shotter I've seen.
Pretty cool. I was on a bird and all of a sudden it folded and I said, I better pick up another target. We shot 4 in total.
No.
Whoa.
One more right here.
Beautiful gambles too. Did you see those birds? Whoa. Gorgeous birds. I could see them coming. Flew right over my head. Little gambles quail. Look at these little beauties, aren't they?
Of all the Native American quail, I think it's the gambles that is the most underrated and underappreciated. Dressed in their colorful tuxedo with a top hat, they explode from cover with the kind of ferocity that makes you wonder if you're shooting in self-defense.
Nice.
Good shot.
You ready, Steve? Here they come.
I'm here.
Release the hounds.
Unleash the hounds.
Nice shot.
There she is.
Thank you. We'll have pheasant for dinner.
There you go.
Man, that was a great hunt. I really appreciate you guys coming out and visiting us.
What do you do for an encore?
We got Chef Lenny and the Black Mamba.
All right. You're a smooth talking devil.
While a full moon can make for tough hunting since game is often active throughout the nights and bedded down throughout much of the day, the rut is the great equalizer as the bulls are on an incessant quest to answer their genetic calling, seemingly no matter the time or day or night.
These elk just went into a bugle fest. I mean, it's absolutely incredible.
We had all kinds of choices. We had a bugle to the right. We had a couple of bulls sparring. We actually could hear them fighting and the antlers banging together a little bit to our left.
The theater of elk hunting is unrivaled in the sporting world. It's absolutely incredible, and it's almost like you wanted that 20 minutes to become 20 years.
I think you're gonna have to make a move on it. That light's gonna be tough.
We decided to creep forward kind of in a center position. We wanted to leave ourselves shooting lanes both to the right and to the left in anticipation those bulls would try and come down this canyon, potentially going around us on either side and give us opportunities and choices.
He's gotta be close. Right here.
When you finally get on an animal and you've got 3 to 5 seconds to make that shot, everything culminates right then and there. Either you're ready to make that shot or you're not.
Ram Outdoorsman is brought to you by Ram Trucks. Guts, glory, Ram. Federal Premium Ammunition. Every shot counts. Weaver. Tough shots, rough places. Mule Deer Foundation. Leader in mule deer and black-tailed deer conservation. Blackhawk. Honor as a way of life. Champion. Shoot better, have fun. And by Mossy Oak. It's not a passion, it's an obsession.
If there's anything more electric in the world of hunting than being a chip shot away from bugling bulls, I'm talking enraged, fighting, thrashing monsters I've yet to encounter in all my travels.
It's getting evening time. We're a little concerned about losing light before they move down off this mountain area.
Got good lane.
So we started moving closer and closer and closer to these bulls that we could hear bugling in the canyon. Luckily we had good cover and we obviously had to have the wind in our favor, which we had. And we got closer and closer as we crept up on the bulls and realized there were probably at least 4 bulls that were bugling and engaged. Made the hunt actually very exciting as we tried to get ourselves in position to take advantage of these bulls that were in this timber. We get ourselves into a clearing where we see this bull is going to move down the canyon through an open spot.
Right there. See there. It's about 200 yards.
And finally, one of the bulls started to move to our left. We were able to catch him in an opening where Mark could get a clean shot at him.
Right, I see him. Okay.
When you finally get it on an animal and you've got 3 to 5 seconds to make that shot, everything culminates right then and there. Either you're ready to make that shot or you're not.
Yeah!
Nice job, nice job.
Thank you, Tom.
Woo! Drop to the shot, buddy.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Oh, thanks, Tom.
It's an awesome bull.
That is a
go see
stud bull, man.
It's been fantastic. I've had great hunts. I have great memories. Hunting's an important part of my life. This hunt is going to be right there with the great memories.
Why are these men smiling? I'll give you 12 points, why? All right, one more shot, guys. Look
Okay.
this way.
Oh, look your way.
Yeah, look this way.
The number of elk we saw, the bugling we heard, the number of activity and the number of bulls we saw chasing cows have made this hunt really special for me.
Love it, love it, love it.
And being able to take that trophy home, remembering how it was harvested and the effort we put into the quality of that trophy has just made this hunt a lot of fun for me and a lifetime memory.
Look at that toad.
The story of elk in North America is tied to the story of hunters and conservationists. For these mountain monarchs were once reduced to mere parcels inside of Yellowstone before being brought back from the brink by sportsmen. Add to this list of sportsmen's achievements the pronghorn, turkeys, deer, ducks, and several other species, and you have a resume no animal rights group could come close to matching. Or as Teddy Roosevelt once wrote, wild animals only continue to exist at all when preserved by sportsmen. For as long as I am upright on this earth, I will forever look to the mountains and bugling bulls come October. There is simply no better place and no better time to be alive.